everyone, Nick Creticos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and tonight you're watching me on Bowdabra. We go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern here on Bowdabra, and I'm really excited for today's project because we are creating lots of bows, and we're kind of a weird time of year right now. So Christmas is over, so there's no need to be making, Christmas bows or Christmas designs. Valentine's Day is coming up, St. Patrick's Day, Easter. You could even start designing for Mother's Day, but right now our focus is spring and then a few more winter designs left, and that's it. So it's kind of a weird time of year because we can be doing so many different projects, including Mardi Gras. We are going to be designing with Mardi Gras soon too. So Dad's behind the camera tonight. As you come in, be sure to let Dad know that you thank him for recording. Recording is no easy job. Trust me, after recording a few of our giveaways of my family, it proved to be kind of quite difficult. So here's kind of the spread of ribbons. We have a little bit of 4th of July. We have spring. We have some Valentine's Day ribbon. And Dad, this ribbon right here might look a little familiar to you. Do you remember who got these rolls for me?
I don't remember, actually.
You did. So Dad picked up easily 15, 20 of these rolls. We have so many of them.
Is that from Jacobson?
Yep, it is.
Yep. So
we've had them for a while now. I don't use a whole lot of Valentine's Day designs, but that's what Dad picked up. So we have assortment right there. So let me know what your favorite is, just to start off with. I really, really love, where is it? This one. Because you guys know I'm plain and boring, so just anything burlap is my favorite. So without further ado, we're probably going to be using both Bowdabras tonight. So again, as you come in, let us know where you're watching from. This is our large Bowdabra, and we also have our mini. Look at how cute that mini is.
That mini's cute.
This is not something I would use a whole lot for my wreath bows, just because it's kind of small. So this is what I'd use for my wreath bows, but we also have lots of people here on Bowdabra that make hair bows, smaller bows. You could use this for like wine bottles to decorate. You could create hundreds of these little bows for Christmas time. I know we're past that now, but I can squeeze in a little Christmas condo at all points of the year. So you can use that and create little bows throughout your tree. So we're also going to be working with a grapevine in a few minutes, but let's start off by creating our bows. So the Bowdabra wire comes in silver and gold. And tonight, Bowdabra, along with every other night that they go live, they're very generous, will be giving away a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. So comment down below your color that you would like. All you have to do is just comment that you'd like to win. But for my own curiosity, each week I find it kind of interesting to see where everybody's mindset is when it comes to the colors. So red, silver, or gold. For me, I would honestly probably get red, Dad. You know how I
really? Last time you were silver.
I've probably said silver for the last, I don't know.
For a while now, yeah.
8 months. But red for Valentine's Day. I think there's nothing like it. Of course, you could do pinks and whites and, shades in between, but nothing's like red for Valentine's Day. Big red rose, big red bow. So here is one of my favorites. This is a 1.5 inch, it's kind of like a plaid, or I don't know what you call it, but it's kind of a denim with a little bit of ivory running throughout, which is really pretty. So it's not just a solid burlap. So for this bow, we are going to do 2 different versions. So one thing, here, Dad, point the camera towards me. We need to have a little conversation, you guys. One thing I really want all of you guys to really work on is to kind of thinking outside of the box. So if I create one bow using one technique, let's say a traditional bow, the same ribbon can be applied to so many different techniques. So I know it's kind of hard to visualize the same ribbons in different bows. So tonight, that's what we're going to kind of focus on. So the first bow we're going to be doing is traditional. Traditional is a big hit throughout the year, and I see we're almost at 400. Thank you, guys. So down below, Bowdabra has placed our affiliate link. You guys can purchase your kits, your ribbon kits. You can be purchasing your Bowdabra through that link down below. We appreciate using that link because a small portion of it does come back to us, and we kind of like to see how many of you guys like to purchase them as well. So if you already have a Bowdabra, you'll probably not need one for a very, very long time. This Bowdabra right here, Dad, we picked up, I want to say like 2011, 2012. I mean, how many years ago is that? 8, 9 years?
Yeah.
And look at that. I mean,
still going strong.
It's still going strong. So it's very, very well manufactured, and it holds and stands the test of time. So we've added our tails. Whenever I give, lengths, I always like to be very, very wide with the ribbon lengths, because it truly doesn't matter. It's whatever size you want. So let's say you're putting this bow on a lantern outside. You could have tails 4 or 5 feet long and have them cascade down below. So you're really going to have to customize each bow for what you're trying to design with. But in this case, we've got about 20, 22 inches worth of tails on either side. So about a 36 to 40 inch piece of ribbon. Now we're going to take our ribbon and just place it into our Bowdabra. Also notice on the right-hand side, we have about 1/2 inch of an overhang. Reason being is if you tug that loop, you don't want it to fall out when you're kind of tying off the ribbon, so always leave a little bit of leverage. Same goes with zip ties too, you guys. For those of you that use zip ties, which honestly, Dad, we don't use a whole lot of zip ties.
No, we don't, no.
You know, occasionally we'll use some, but not as many as a lot of other designers use them for. But if you do use them, you always want to cut off a little bit of excess, just in case things give out. So we're going to create a twist now. So we placed our first loop in. Now for our second, I see we're at 500 viewers. Thank you, guys. Marianne would like to win red. Yes. My Bowdabra is backward, can hardly wait to get the large one and the small ones, would love to win. Awesome, Roseanne. So we're just taking it, twisting it. You guys might see some spray paint. I spray painted a grapevine a minute before this video, and clearly I got a little sloppy with it. But we're going to just take it, place it in, and I like to rotate my Bowdabra. So, Dad, a lot of people just like to do, you know, this. I physically just cannot do that. So you're going to have to manipulate your Bowdabra and any tool within your shop for that matter. How do I hold my scissors, Dad? I hold my scissors like a weirdo. This is how I use my scissors. So you're just going to have to kind of figure it out and try it with your own hands. So I twist my Bowdabra.
That seems like it's easier when you twist the Bowdabra.
Yeah, because all I do is I just twist it, I'd say 1/2 turn.
Yeah.
Place my next loop in, twist it again 1/2 turn, and just repeat that process. The more loops you have, the more full your bow is going to be. And even though we make beautiful bows, and sometimes the bows are just extravagant, I don't love that for all of my designs. And if anything, I like a more insignificant bow for a lot of my designs, so less loops, less full. That way I can come back in with some decorative picks, some flowers, some ornaments, some greenery, whatever I want to add into the loop. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 4 on the other side. We'll stop at 5. And that should give us the bow we're trying to go for. And I see we're almost at 600 viewers. Thank you all for joining tonight, and thank you for all of the shares and the support. If you enjoy us live on Bowdabra each Monday, the biggest compliment and the biggest push is if you guys let us know. So if you like these videos, you know, we appreciate your feedback more than anything. It lets us know that you want to see more. So we're done, right? Now what we got to do is tie it off. So I want to show you guys the wand. You can take the wand and use it to compress your ribbons. But if we're going to be, you know, very frank with all of you guys, I do not use this. It's very useful if you have lots and lots of loops. But what I find to be easier is I just like to take my fingers and just do that. You know, we only have 5 loops on either side, so it's not taking up the entire height of our Bowdabra. Now, since we folded in a piece of wire in half, we're going to have 1 open loop. No, not open.
Closed loop.
1 closed loop, and then 2 kind of cut ends of wire. Doesn't matter which way you bring it, as long as, or which way you put it in, as long as you have that kind of loop. Now you just pull it in the middle, and is it tied off now, Dad?
You're going to tighten it after you pull it out, yeah?
Yeah, so it's not tied off, but you could just throw it on your table, step away for a second, feed the kids, feed the dog, come back, and your bow is not secure, but it's together, you know? Now I just take a wire, bring it from one side, wrap it around the front of our bow, and I see we're at almost 6:30. Thank you, guys. So it looks like Bowdabra, Sandy will be live on Bowdabra on Tuesday, so that's tomorrow. I believe it'll be probably 7 p.m. Eastern as well, and Bowdabra can correct me if I'm wrong. So Sandy is the creator of Bowdabra. She is the sweetest lady. She's one of the funniest ladies. She's really, really kind, and I love working with her. She's just the best, so definitely check in. And they are giving away a mini Bowdabra, 3 prizes. 3 chances to win a mini Bowdabra. How cool is that?
That's awesome, yeah.
So what we're doing now, Dad, is what I'd consider to be the most important step with any bow. So once you've kind of created your loops, doesn't matter if you're using cheap ribbon, expensive ribbon, it's all going to show in the end through the fluffing. So if you're not great at fluffing, that's something I highly suggest you practice because you can be using $85, $90 rolls of ribbon, and if you can't get your bows fluffed out, there's no point in using super expensive ribbon and super cheap ribbon because it all shows with the fluffing. So just pull your loops apart, give everything a good tug, open them up. If there's any creases or kinks, see how the wire like holds its shape?
Yep.
Just straighten that out, run your fingers through it, get any of those creases out, pull your tails down, and then we have a pretty traditional bow. Isn't that pretty, Dad?
Yep, it's very pretty.
Very simple. So hands up if you guys like this. I see we're at 600. Thank you all. My shirt today, I forget what it says. What does it say?
Sarcastic comment loading. Please wait.
Yes, so that's very fitting for me. That was a Christmas gift from Alex. You guys know Alex, my older sister. So that's our first bow. Let's create some more now. Teresa loves our videos. Thank you, Teresa. Karen, Loves these videos. Thank you, Karen. So, Kathy, if you share this video to your timeline, since you're just tuning in now, you can catch the replay. And I think we've covered some questions so far. But we're going to just take another length of our wire, place it into our Bowdabra.
Another length of your Bowdabra wire.
Yes, Bowdabra wire. So what colors does this come in, Dad?
Gold and silver and 100-yard spools. Look at it. Isn't that awesome?
So 100 yards is 300 feet. And
That's a lot.
most rolls of ribbon are 10 yards. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you can get some 50-yard rolls. But 10 yards, so this is 100 yards.
That's a big one, yeah.
10 rolls of ribbon right there. So let's create our next bow. Let's do this. This is kind of a watermelon-colored ribbon, which I think is really pretty, with the chenille edge or pipe cleaner edge with the lime green. So actually, before we do that, we talked about how we were going to do 2 versions. So let's do 2 versions of this before I forget, because more than likely I would forget to come back to this. So what we're going to do is just cut lengths of ribbon. So you can make it in your hand ahead of time like this. See how we're just kind of creating one loop with 2 tails like that?
Yeah.
Anybody could do this. All you're going to do is just take that and place into your Bowdabra. And your Bowdabra acts as a third hand, holding everything in place. So if you have a difficult time holding things, this is your buddy. You know, so also what you can do is take it, place it into your Bowdabra, and create your loop like so. So whatever is easiest on your hands and whatever you find to be the most comfortable is what I recommend doing. So we all do things differently, but I like to show different options. All right. So what out of the ribbons we have today, Dad? Which one was your favorite? You kind of had a chance to look.
I really like that one with the stripes, the lines.
Wouldn't this work with anything?
This one that you work on now? Yeah, this one will go with anything.
This would match with anything, any holiday, any season, and that's kind of my favorite types of ribbons to work with because it just makes life so much easier. You know, you don't have to be purchasing, you know, especially if you're just starting out. I recommend just basic ribbons like this that you can work into everything. So we'll work in one more loop, and then that should be it. We don't need to go crazy with this. All right, so that's our final loop. Now we'll just snip it off. Again, take our wire from one side, doesn't matter which way. Pull it through the middle, tighten your ribbon. Now it's not going anywhere for a second, but we have to just take a wire, bring it around to the back, tighten it. Always make sure you're giving it a good tug, not strong enough to, you know, rip the wire, but you do want to make sure you're putting some effort there.
A little bit of tension.
A little bit of tension. And I like to give it 2 or 3 knots just to make sure it's really not going anywhere. And now we have an ugly bow, so we got to make it beautiful. So my favorite thing to do to all of my tails, and it's a really easy, quick, inexpensive way to take your design to the next level and create a professional edge. So all we're doing is folding in half, cutting from the middle out towards the wired edge at an angle, and that's creating a dovetail. So a couple weeks ago in Bowdabra, I think 2 weeks ago now, we created a poinsettia flower using the mini Bowdabra. And what ended up happening is because I get into such a rhythm of folding it in and cutting it this way, that's what I kept doing. But for the poinsettia flower, you have to do the opposite, you guys, so be careful with that. The phone rang and I got distracted, and that's what happened. So we have 2 tails left. I know this part's a little annoying, and you know, we work as fast as we can, but it really makes a huge difference, you guys. I can't stress that enough. And somebody one day has got to figure out a use for all of these tails that we all end up with, right? You got to figure a use for those. So now we have our bow all dovetailed. I probably ended up missing one like I always do, but that's okay. Fluff it out. You can fluff it out on your table. My favorite method of fluffing is actually fluffing on the final product. So whether it be a wreath, a swag, a lantern swag, a lamppost, mailbox, Christmas tree, whatever kind of bow you're making, always, you know, the last step of designing is to fluff it when it's on the final product. Because that's where it's going to be resting forever, you know? All right, fluff, fluff, fluff. And there we have kind of a multiple loop bow using just, I mean, you could use straps too. So here we have this. We also have the traditional version. So I'm kind of interested to know, this needs to be fluffed a little bit more, but which version do you guys like better? I think we kind of, you know, mix it up with either of them. I think we do kind of a lot of these, but also a lot of these as well. But those are probably my 2 favorite bow techniques of all time. Other bow techniques you guys probably won't see me use too frequently in our wreaths, but they're still so much fun to make. So we'll cut another length of our wire, like so. So Bowdabra says funky bow for them.
Funky bow.
Yeah, me too. Especially
I like the funky bow, yeah.
Especially when you have it like big and grand. I really like that look. So now we can come back into the watermelon ribbon. And what we're going to do is just take, what should we do with this bow, Dad?
I don't know. Do something different.
Let's do something different. All right, so we're going to cut our tails first. And also, you guys, if you're interested in any of these products, you can purchase through my affiliate link. Bowdabra has posted that down below in the comments section for all of you that may be interested in either your Bowdabra, your mini Bowdabra, your ribbon kits, whatever you're interested in, they have it on their website. So there's our tails. Now we'll create our bow. Place it in. We'll create 2 loops on either side.
Don't forget, everyone, Bowdabra's giving away free roll of scrunchy ribbon.
Yes.
Say you want to win.
And what are the color choices, Dad?
Gold, red, or silver.
And I said red, and I haven't
Nick said red
in such a long time. You know who really kind of converted me away from red? I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not. Red's still my favorite color. I love, love, love red. But Laura with Garden Answer, she and her landscaping, she's not a big fan of red in the garden. And the way she does the whites, the creams, the purples, and the pinks, it's just, you know, so she's the reason behind me not doing so much red recently. I think it's just kind of like subconscious too, watching her. But that's why I haven't been, you know, such a huge red guy lately. So now we came back in with a smaller loop on either side. This one's only about 2 inches or so. See how it's kind of smaller? So we have 2 about 3.5 inches. 1 on either side, that's about 2.5 inches. And now what we're going to do is finish it off with one, what I like to call a button loop in the middle. So we're going to create about maybe an inch, inch and a half loop, dead smack in the middle. So 2 3.5 inch, 1 2.5 inch, and then only 1 for both sides of the 1.5 inch. Now we can take our wire, bring it from one side to the other, tighten it, take it out of our Bowdabra, bring one wire to the back, tighten it again. You don't want your bows falling apart, you guys.
That's a pretty ribbon too, Nick.
It is, right? So Lorna would like to win red. Awesome, Lorna. So if you guys haven't commented down below that these videos are helpful to you, definitely let us know. We appreciate that more than anything because, you know, my whole goal with my business is to inspire as many people as possible. And I think 2020 was our year for that. We've done so many videos. We've created so many different techniques and designs and colors and versions of things that hopefully I hope that I've helped inspire you over this last year. So this is the next bow. See how pretty that is?
That's really cute.
And this is a bow you'll probably see a lot at Christmas time. You know, like the cheap 99-cent bows you can get with the cardboard backing. You know what I'm talking about, Dad? Yeah, don't buy those. Make your own. So here's this version. I think people call these a 3-2-1 bow. I'm not sure of the names of them and, like, you know, the original creators, but this is a very pretty bow as well.
Very pretty.
So, that's our next bow, and I think that's very fitting for spring. Now let's create just a simple little heart bow using our mini Bowdabra. So we'll just cut another length of wire. Doesn't have to be super long, you guys. Place it in. Place it underneath your Bowdabra to kind of get it out of your way. And let's do the heart ribbon. What do you think, Dad?
Let's do it.
Let's do the heart ribbon. So for the heart ribbon, we're going to have one side facing up and one side facing down. I don't really care for that. So we're going to cut 2 separate pieces of ribbon. Like that. And see how I have them lined up with the hearts facing down? We're going to take that. That's how you get your tails facing the same direction. Now you can just place them into your mini. And start making your... Silver, please, says Cheryl. Now you can start making your loops.
Everybody wants to win. There's a lot of silvers, reds, any colors.
Awesome. So we're just going to create... Let's do a couple loops on this bow. Let's do 2 on either side. And then we'll come back in with a little button right in the middle. So there's so many different ways to make bows, you guys. You know, I can't stress that enough. Practice... Try to, like, do something fun. That's the biggest tip I can give you guys, is to make things fun. If you're not having fun doing it, don't do it, you know? Enjoy what you're doing. Have some fun with it. And just, you know, do something different. So there's our final loop. We did 2 on either side that are about, I'd say, 2 inches at max. And then one little loop in the middle that's about an inch, if that. Take our wires from one side to the other. Pull them through. Take it out of our Bowdabra. Wrap your wires from behind, tighten it again, and create a couple knots.
You make it look so simple, Nick.
It is so simple. Anybody can do this, you guys. I can't stress that enough. Take your 2 loops, bring them from one side to the other, and this would look nice on a wine bottle. What do you think, Dad? Just a nice little wine bottle bow. Now we can dovetail our ends, so just fold them in half, cut from the middle out towards the wired edge. And how pretty is that? Give some hearts for
Wow,
this
that's
heart,
cute.
you guys.
Took you 30 seconds.
30 seconds. That's how long it'll take you guys to make your bows too. So obviously I've been making lots of bows over the years. This is the first year that we really do a lot with the Bowdabra. Like we go live each Monday and we create, you know, between 5 and 7 bows. So, you know, with that being said, it'll just take you guys a little bit. Everybody starts somewhere. We all didn't know how to make a bow at one point or another. So just practice, keep with it, and you guys will get the hang of it. So don't give up hope. If you don't like the way it's turning out, all you have to do is take it apart. See, if I don't like the way it turns out, we're live in front of so many people. I'll just throw it out, and you guys will never see that bow again. But, you know, just practice. Give it a shot. If you don't end up liking it, take it apart, throw it away. Use an expensive ribbon, and then just keep practicing. So there's the next bow. Let's see what else we can do. How are we doing on time? So we're good. We have 9 minutes left. Let's create a St. Patrick's Day bow.
What kind of wire is Nick using? He's using the Bowdabra wire. It comes in silver and gold, and it's 100-yard spools. Last year forever. Look at this thing. Isn't that nice? Beautiful.
Yes, and I love the silver, so it does come in gold as well. So join Bowdabra again on Tuesday with Sandy. Sandy is the creator of the Bowdabra, and like I said earlier, she's just amazing, and I can't talk highly enough of her. And they are 3 chances to win a prize, including a mini Bowdabra, 3 packs of scrunchy ribbon, or a 100-yard roll of gold Bowdabra bow wire to celebrate the new year. So definitely tune in tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday, yeah.
Tomorrow's Tuesday, you guys. And I believe that will be 7 p.m. Eastern as well. So we place another length of our Bowdabra wire. Now, what did I say we were going to do? St. Patrick's Day. So I don't know how much ribbon we got of the first green one, but we're going to make it work. So here we have a lime green sheer ribbon, Dad.
Yeah.
This is a
50-yard
spool. And then we also have this emerald green. So I think St. Patrick's Day is beautiful when you have both of those colors together. So this one, not sure how much we have, but we're going to make it work. So I'll just drop that roll to the ground. I'll take this roll and drop it to the ground as well. Take our ribbons. Place them into our Bowdabra, one on top of another, you guys. So this is going to be a double ribbon bow.
Boy, that lime one's festive, huh? I love it.
Both of those together don't
look at
really
that,
nice. Yeah. So keep in mind when you're doing a double ribbon bow, for every loop you see, there's actually how many, Dad?
I'm sorry?
So for this, right?
Yeah.
So if you're wanting to create a full bow, for every, here's the first loop, right? For every loop you see, how many loops are there actually?
1.
Really? Since we're doubling the ribbon.
Oh, the double. That's it's 2. Actually, 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, because you have double ribbon, yeah.
So if you have 5 loops on either side, you actually, in all actuality, have 10
loops. Be a big one,
yeah. So make sure that you keep that in mind. I actually recommend doing less loops for double ribbon bows. That way you can kind of distinguish each ribbon, and they don't all look, you know, jumbled up and piled together. I watch Nick every night. His work is amazing. Well, thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate your support. Come back in with our next loop. Run some ribbon out from your rolls.
I missed the name, but someone asked if the wire was hard to hold. It doesn't seem like it, is it, Nick? No, huh?
The Bowdabra wire? Yeah. No, it's just a solid wire.
Yeah.
Not hard to hold at all. And it makes it easier placing into the Bowdabra first. So what I used to do is I actually used to take my bows, pull them out. I'm so used to doing it now like this, but in the beginning I really enjoyed just taking the bow and tying it off really quickly. But, you know, we all start somewhere. You guys can absolutely do that. Doesn't matter how you use your device, as long as it makes it more useful and more easier on your hands and yourself. That's all that matters. But we all use our tools very differently from one another. So let's do 3 loops on either side. That should be enough. Now we'll snip it off. What were you saying, Dad?
Putting it in first seems to be easier, though, the wire.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If you wanted to add tails, you could have added tails. You can also add tails in at this point, too, in case you forget, like I did. But it doesn't really matter, you know? So we can just take that, lie it in there, take our Bowdabra wire, pull it out from one side to the other, like so. So our winner is Roseanne Rector. How awesome, Roseanne. So Roseanne, send a message to Bowdabra, and they will be sending your roll of ribbon your way. Keep in mind right now, all shipping services are overloaded. You know, packages are significantly delayed. So for anybody that has, you know, purchased anything, also Bowdabras are on back order. They are going to be shipping the first week of January, right? Isn't that right? Hopefully they get some earlier, but, you know, the first week of January's, what, this week, right?
Yeah, Sandy said they were coming in very soon. So.
Very soon. So place your orders, you guys. That way you'll be the first ones to receive them once they, you know, arrive. So here we have our tail. See how pretty it looks with just the ribbons together? But since we did a double ribbon bow, you got to have both ribbons showing.
Yep.
So all you have to do is just pull them apart, you guys.
Fluff away, Nick.
Easy.
Fluff away.
Fluff away. That's right, Dan. So fluffing, most important step, you guys. Can't stress that enough.
Congratulations, Roseanne, on winning the ribbon tonight.
Congrats, Roseanne.
Wow, that is nice, the multicolor like that.
Isn't it?
It's
not
so
such
nice.
a difference.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's very subtle. But I think that turned out pretty. And you could place like a little shamrock in the middle. You can do it however you would like. So now what we're going to do is quickly create a wreath. So we can't leave you guys hanging without a wreath. So what we're going to do is just take our grapevine. Should we do the traditional or the funky, Dad?
Do the funky.
Do the funky? All right. Well, Bowdabra says...
Bowdabra said the funky, so do the funky.
Do the funky. So we're just going to take it.
Sounds like a dance.
Yes. Tie it on the back of our wreath. And then what I like to do is I like to actually pull the wire back through and secure it once more to really make sure it's in there. And then we just create a little knot. Tie it really, really tight. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Maria says she needs to buy a Bowdabra. Again, purchase your Bowdabra down below. There is a link where you guys can order your Bowdabras, your ribbon kits, your mini, your large, whatever you need.
Your wire.
Your wire. I mean, honestly, you guys, if you just had a grapevine and switched out the bow instead of adding greenery and stuff, I still think that looks pretty.
Yeah, it looks fine,
right?
yeah.
Doesn't that still look very pretty and simple? You know, don't overcomplicate things. That's how you stress yourselves out. The easier on yourself, the better. So now let's take some greenery. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have ribbons and bows and things everywhere. So we'll just cut off a few pieces. Don't need to overdo it.
We've got to get Nick down here early in the morning to start cleaning up.
Yes, we're going to start.
We got a lot of work to do. We're going to be starting soon, probably right after the holiday.
Yes, so for those of you that may not know, we are doing a whole new setup down here. Everything is getting taken out. We are going to have a lot more room. We're going to be organizing. But this year, you guys have kept me on my toes. I haven't had too much free time. But I like it that way, you know? I do. So we'll take some of this. This is fern. And fern is beautiful. It's dainty. It works for year-round, unlike some foliages. And I really like it. So just take a few pieces, work it in. Should we just keep this as a green wreath then?
Yeah, you could.
I have some bright pink flowers, but I think just neutrals is my favorite to design with. Cut off a few more pieces. Snip off the lower fronds. And work it in. So also down below, let us know what you guys did today. We always love hearing about your daily activities. So, yeah, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you guys did. What did we do today?
Lee said, love your videos and your staff of videographers. That makes us sound such professional.
I know, does that sound so
Thanks, Lee.
Thank you, Lee. What did we do today, Dad?
What did we do today?
I filmed a couple of videos.
Yeah,
We're going to be live in Nick's exclusive Wreath community after this, followed by another live. Mondays are our busiest days. Another live on our business page after about 9:30 or so. But yeah, and then we got some food.
We did some shipping.
We did some shipping. We went to the city hall. I had to renew my business license today.
Yeah. Always something to do. Always something.
All right, we're going to add one more leaf, and then that's it. Just one more fern. And ferns, I love them, you guys. If I haven't told you guys that before...
Oh, my God, you've used so many over the years.
Oh, I love ferns. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
All right, so this fern frond we lost. The top broke off, but that's what happens sometimes. So we'll just take that and tuck it in like that.
And they're inexpensive too, aren't they, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, this bush was $12.
That's not bad, and you can get a couple of wreaths out of it, probably, right?
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, what's wrong with it? Yeah, that's nice.
All right, you guys. Let's see how we're doing. All right, so I don't think I want to work in any flowers into this. I do have some pretty pink flowers that we could have added, but I think just working in greenery looks so nice.
No, I don't like that with the ribbon, no.
I just think it looks so nice. Just a little bit of greenery. Maybe we'll just tuck in one more piece for the sake of it.
Rose said, waiting for your program. Is that the new glue skillet? LOL.
Rose, it's the same glue skillet. You won't see that till the new year, probably. If then. And when I say new year, I mean 2022.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So that is how the wreath turned out. We created a traditional bow and a funky bow using the same ribbon. We turned our funky bow into a very simple fern wreath that would look great anywhere. Just, again, fluff your loops. That's the most important step. We also created a mini Valentine's Day bow. We created this multiple loop bow. We also created a double ribbon bow for St. Patrick's Day, which is really pretty, that color combo. And I think that's it. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight on Bowdabra. I want to thank Sandy, the creator of Bowdabra, for having me as a guest. We will see you all next Monday in the new year. So I'll see you guys next year at 7 p.m. Eastern. And again, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely drop a comment down below and be sure to like and share this video as well. So thank you all so much. I hope you all have a great New Year's Eve, a great New Year's Day, and I'll see you all next year. Bye, everyone.
Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night and watch Sandy live, everyone.
Sandy will be live, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on Bowdabra, and they are giving away 3 different items. They're giving away 3 multiple packs of scrunchy bow ribbon. They're giving away a mini Bowdabra, and then they're giving away something else that slipped my mind. But definitely tune in tomorrow. Sandy is a hoot, and you guys will love her, obviously, if you're following this page. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you all tomorrow night on Bowdabra at 7 p.m. Eastern with Sandy. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.